Hello and welcome to our Sherlock Nation Business Overview. My name's Karin Parsons and I want to thank you for joining us tonight or whatever time it is for you, wherever you are, all around the world. I'm curious, are you like most people who want to be able to save more time and more money? Would you like to have your own business and earn substantial residual income? Do you have a product, business, or service you'd really like to market online or on a mobile app? Would you like to travel at the very best prices available? If so, we really are glad you joined us tonight because that's just what we're going to share with you. And to start the webinar, it's my pleasure to introduce our first speaker, Chuck Williams. This is my business partner and mentor who has just had such an impact on so many people. He's the first person to reach the top position in our company, Black Diamond. He's a tremendous leader in our industry for over 20 years, and he's expanding his team all around the world into many different countries. He's passionate about helping each one of us to succeed, and I encourage you really listen closely because he's got a lot of wisdom to share. Chuck, it's all yours.
Karin, thank you very much, and please don't go too far away. I'm going to come back to you to talk about our incredible app. What a phenomenal product we have our hands on. So basically, we just want to make sure you understand that what we're about to share with you tonight is the current Sherlock app. It's absolutely phenomenal. What we're also excited about is Sherlock 2.0. What we've done as a company is we've taken the feedback from our affiliates and from our customers all over the world, and we've hired one of the top mobile app development companies in the world, and we're coming out with Sherlock 2.0. The expected delivery date of that Sherlock 2.0 platform is July 15th. So what I tell people, I've been in the technology business for quite a few years, plan on the end of July, and then you'll be pleasantly surprised. So what I'm telling you is you have about a month and a half, almost 2 months, to build your foundation for an explosion of growth that's going to happen here with Sherlock Nation, and I'm going to tell you why tonight. Now, we're all about solutions. Whatever you may be facing, if you're seeking a solution, I like to ask people, what are you seeking? What do you want? And then when they tell me what they need, I can show them how we can help them here at Sherlock Nation. We're in front of 3 of the biggest trends to ever hit the world. And talk about the first one, I'm going to go to my good buddy here in St. Louis, Pastor and Diamond, Mark Levesque. Mark, tell us a little bit about the internet and the trend that we find ourselves in front of as a company.
Well, thank you, Chuck. One of my favorite authors is Paul Zane Pilzer. He wrote the book, The Next Millionaires. And if you haven't read it, you really owe it to yourself to read it because he really talks about our business in the book and how the changes in technology have ratcheted up the number of millionaires there are in the world. You know, back in the 60s, there were about 3.5 million millionaires. And by the end of the 90s, because of the internet, there were almost 10 million millionaires, and there's way more than that today. And so what's happening is we're seeing the technology is ratcheting up the transfer of wealth because it's empowering all of us. It puts you on a level with large companies because you can access the internet. And some of the things that Chuck is talking about the Sherlock 2.0 is really a way that it's harnessing the internet in your hand, which is a dramatic growth. So what we're seeing is a massive transfer of wealth from the physical stores. From you're seeing, you know, sports authorities going out of business. Have you seen that? Have you seen that they're selling off their stock and closing many of their stores? Have you seen that many, like Ultimate Electronics is gone, Circuit City's gone? All these major companies that were selling electronics are gone. What about Radio Shack? Where are they? It's because all that wealth is going online. So how do we tap into it? How do we tap into the biggest trend in history? The slide you see right there is, you know, back a number of years ago, it was just $55 billion was the whole internet. Now it's almost $2 trillion, and it's going to $5 trillion in the next few years. And so the internet is really changing the whole world around us. We're involved in the internet, you know, on days we don't even know. You know, if you're speeding through a radar detection device, or if you jump a red light and there's a camera there, that's an internet transaction. When you get your gasoline, you swipe your card, that's an internet transaction. The internet is becoming very, very ubiquitous. It's all around us, and we need to tap into it. How do people make money online? They make money online through affiliate income. And what's happening with the internet as it transfers more and more business onto the internet, we need to be out there with an app that can help tap into that transfer of wealth for us. And so what's happening with the Sherlock is the Sherlock, it's genius because it's putting us out in front of all these trends to tap into the online affiliate income that we can actually draw in an income stream that we can actually help benefit ourselves, benefit our families. And like Chuck was talking about, what is your why? Well, the Sherlock, through its innovative technology, can tap into these income streams online and help you get your why satisfied. And so, this is a great concept. Chuck, I'm grateful that you shared it with me. It's helped me dramatically, and I'd like to hand this back over to you, Chuck.
Thank you very much, Mark, and please stick around for training tonight. I'd love for you to share some of your nuggets of wisdom with us in our training session tonight. So, ladies and gentlemen, Sherlock Nation is a mobile technology business. Bottom line, that is what we are. Our CEO, Michael Weeder, is a man of vision, and to explain a little bit about Michael, I'd like to go out to the West Coast where we've got Double Diamond, Brandon Ivey, online. Brandon, tell us a little bit about your story and your dealings with our incredible CEO and why you think we have the right man to lead us to the multi-billion-dollar levels of company. Brandon?
Well, thank you, Chuck, and great presentation so far. Again, my name is Brandon Ivey from Los Angeles, California. I've been in the industry of network marketing now for 17 years. And in those 17 years, I didn't have much success at the beginning. The one thing is I just never gave up. And as a result, the last 10 years, I've had tremendous success. I've been able to walk off my job and retire at the age of 36 years old, work full-time from home. And what I'm excited about is the future of network marketing that's taking advantage of the fastest-growing industry. And Chuck asked me to talk about Mr. Michael Weeder, who's the CEO of Sherlock Nation. He's based out of Santa Monica, California. He's got over 20 years experience, not just in the business space, but in the specific space of internet marketing, e-commerce, what's going on with the trends with internet over the next 5, 10, 15 years. I like to call Michael a true visionary for being able to position himself and his company to take advantage of something that's going to happen anyway. And there's not too many people out there who has looked into the future and put something together that not only he can benefit from, but put something that the masses of people that can take advantage of devices and shopping habits that they already do anyway. So at the right time, this is a gentleman that's leading this company at the right time for where our industry is leading in the future. So with that, back to you, Chuck.
Thank you, Brandon. Great job. And now what I want to do is shift the call back to the young lady that introduced me at the beginning of our webinar tonight. Karin Parsons is a global power affiliate, and she also has a global business. She's one of the top affiliates in Africa, and she's one of the top leaders and trainers on our team. Karin, tell us a few of your product saving stories and a little bit about the app itself, which is our core product.
I'd love to, Chuck. I really like sharing about the product because, one, personally, I save a lot of money, and it's really fun to be able to help other people find the best prices on whatever they're looking for. Whether you're using the mobile app or you're using the web-based app, all you do is enter your item one time, and it instantly finds the item on multiple search engines in retail stores and the country that you're looking for. And it's customized in many different countries, and you can look for things from A to Z. I used to Google things and then realized that that's not where you find the best prices necessarily, because those are the companies that advertise that get on the front page, or they have the most business or the greatest SEO, but it doesn't mean they've got the best prices. Now, I find the best prices on things like office supplies and household goods, electronics, gifts, airline tickets, hotels, daily deals, and personally I save hundreds of dollars a month, and I know lots of other people are doing the same thing. It's got so many cool things on it. It's got a price scanner. If you're in the store, you just scan the UPC code. You can compare the price online. You can even go up and ask them to price match it, and more stores are doing that. If you're traveling, especially this summer, you're going to be traveling, absolutely check out the flights, check out the hotels, check out the daily deals. Whatever city you're going to, you'll probably get discounts on restaurants, on entertainment. You can absolutely cut the cost of your vacationing tremendously. One of the coolest things, though, is the shopping app. And you can price anything, as I said, from A to Z, bigger items as well as small. I needed a new chair. I got a Coaster Deluxe Swivel Glider, and it has an ottoman. It was $432, but I bought it through the Sherlock for $236, saved about $200 on it. I had a friend who was looking for an Optima home theater projector. The list price was $1,199. We Sherlocked it, and it was $549. He was pretty happy when he saved $650. And it's great for small things. We needed school uniforms. We got ones for my grandson. They were regularly $29. We got them for $13.99 with free shipping. And I just encourage you to think outside the box, because I'm a volunteer with a ministry called Operation Christmas Child, and we fill shoeboxes full of supplies for children just to let them know that somebody cares about them and that God loves them. And we needed 5,000 toothbrushes. And I thought, you know what, let's put it through the Sherlock. Sure enough, instead of paying about $1 a piece for them, we were able to get good quality toothbrushes for 20 cents each. You times that by 5,000, that's a lot of savings. The following year, we bought 7,000, saved even more, and now lots of other volunteers around the country are using it. So no matter what you're looking for, Sherlock it. You're going to find the best prices really quickly. To get your free app, just get back to the person who invited you to this webinar, get their invitation code, and you can start saving today. We're going to give it back to Chuck to learn a lot more. Chuck?
Great job, Karin. As always, just phenomenal job. Thank you. Now I want to talk to you about a digital business card for your business. For those of you that own a business, you can actually use the Sherlock app as your new digital business card. So you're giving people something with value. As a Sherlock affiliate, you have your own invite code. So everybody that uses your invite code sees your ad every time they use the Sherlock app. Here we've got a few examples. The one in the middle, that iTex is a barter membership group that I'm a part of. I have earned 650 barter dollars by letting them advertise on my Sherlock app. And I'm just getting started. My goal is to be making, about $750 to $1,000 a month in advertising dollars using my featured business and my online coupon. I'll show you a little bit more about that in training tonight after the regular webinar. But you can advertise anything you want as long as it's legal and ethical on top of your Sherlock app. Some of our leaders call it white labeling the app for yourself just by using our featured business. Now, I have a special guest on the line tonight. He's the one that brokered the deal for Sherlock Travel. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm getting more and more excited about Sherlock Travel all the time. There are other companies out there that literally use this same travel platform as their entire business. And we here at Sherlock Nation, we just give it to our affiliates as a benefit to the already great program here at Sherlock Nation. So let's go down to Mexico, and Mark Reddick, who is, ladies and gentlemen, I was telling him today on the phone, he may end up being the number one income earner in this company. That's how many great things this man has going on in his business right now. Mark, tell us a little bit about Sherlock Travel, please.
Hey, Chuck, everyone. Exciting to be on the call. You pretty much said it, Chuck. Sherlock Travel, what's being sold out in the industry, let me back up a little bit in case some of you on the call that don't know me. I've been in the travel industry for the last 30 years. And Cabo San Lucas is a little higher end than the average community. So our memberships in this area, you can easily spend $20, $30, $40, $50,000 on an average membership. And quite honestly, Sherlock Travel does the same thing. That excites me that we were able to bring this into the system just to reward those to be loyal to Sherlock Nation. You'll notice when you're traveling in hotels, we have the best rate guaranteed. However, we have the ability for our affiliates that are actually on board with us, working with us, to go, in some cases, 50, 60, 70% below best rate guaranteed. Here's an example here at Hotels.com. This one option is $488 for the package. The exact same booking, the dates, everything apple for apple with Sherlock Travel, that's $265. And these are just small comparisons. Here's an example right here. You have an opportunity to pick up vacation weeks in resorts all over the world. This is what I was saying earlier, where people spend $30,000, $40,000 to buy a week of a timeshare, and then turn around and see this column here that said $899. That's the average maintenance fee that they pay every year anyways, whether they vacation or not. It just shows you some incredible destinations all over the world. Whether you want cruises, hotels, resorts, Sherlock Travel is your travel partner for life. I can't say any more, Chuck. Back to you.
You could say a lot more, but you're not going to. I appreciate that. So, ladies and gentlemen, again, that's just a perk. That's just a benefit of being a Sherlock affiliate. Literally, you go into our products, SherlockNation.com, you click on products. As an affiliate, you click on Sherlock Travel, and you sign up for it. Once you sign up for it, your membership is included in your monthly subscription. So as an affiliate, let's talk about how you can benefit even more, and that is making money. Sergey is a friend of mine. We've been on cruises together. We've been at conventions together. A few weeks ago, we were in England together at a big birthday celebration bash for our company, our 4-year anniversary. And I had some time Friday night, the night before the event, and I interviewed him briefly about his success. Ladies and gentlemen, you can go to teamofhope.com and click on the May archives and listen to Sergey tell his story himself. But let's just put it to the bottom line. He owned a restaurant. He used the Sherlock to advertise his restaurant. It helped his restaurant, but he also used the Sherlock to build an additional stream of income. He built a team of affiliates, and that team has grown to a massive amount. Last year, Sergey earned over $250,000 from Sherlock Nation. He's now a free man because he sold his restaurant. He no longer owns the restaurant, but now he owns his life. He's got time and money. He travels the world helping people. He is one excited Russian, ladies and gentlemen. This is the young man, Fraser Brooks, who introduced Sergey to the business. Fraser didn't even know Sergey before time. He just met him on Skype, offered him opportunity. Sergey was looking. They got involved in business together. Now, Fraser is a free man because he has built a business around the world. Literally, I got a Facebook post from him just this weekend. He was taking the weekend off. He's over in Amsterdam spending some time with his fiance. This young man is a multiple six-figure income earner last year, 2015. He's 28 years old, and he has true residual freedom. This young lady, mother of three, single mother of three, she got involved in Sherlock September of 2014. In her first year, she earned in excess of a six-figure income, and she has been financially free since. Now, this is coming from a country where the average income is about $400 per month. She made a six-figure income her first year. Needless to say, she quickly jumped to the top 1% income earners in her country. Congratulations to her, Zanat. This gentleman is another favorite of mine. You heard from Pastor Mark Levesque earlier. This is another pastor, Pastor Ashif Gill in Coventry, England. He's got 3,800 people on his team. He's got hundreds of pastors, and he is paving the way in Europe and really throughout Africa with pastors and ministers and bishops joining Sherlock and learning about the great benefits. We'll talk more about this in training tonight, but we have a webinar just like this one we're on today with pastors and bishops from around the world that share what Sherlock Nation is doing for them. Hear his story also at SherlockNation.com. I'm sorry, teamofhope.com. Archives, look at May archives. You'll find this one right here. You'll notice on the screen you're looking at when I created this PowerPoint, it had 1,363 views. Look at it today. Last time I looked, it was just under 7,000 views in just a little over 3 weeks. People are checking out Sherlock and learn about Sherlock. Don't be the last one to tell people about it. Now, what's it take? You want to purchase your Sherlock system. It's a one-time fee of $279 and a low monthly subscription of $49.95. Here's what's cool about that, ladies and gentlemen. You're in business. We've invested all the money. We've got all the connections. We got everything's done for you. You just simply give an app away, and you start making money as people use that app. And then as others want to join the business and buy a Sherlock system, you earn from our team building income also. Bottom line, keep it simple. Forget about everything we've talked about so far and what we're going to talk about in training. It's going to be impactful. We want you to see the big picture, but I want to keep it simple. This is what we do. We share our free product. People use our free product, and they benefit, and so do we because we get paid. That is our business concept right there in a nutshell. And then we use the network marketing concept to allow us to share that same opportunity with others. And as we do, we build a team of affiliates that increase and leverage our income. This is an amazing income opportunity, ladies and gentlemen. Every time you sell 2 Sherlock systems, you earn $100. There's no time limit. The more you sell, the more $100 bills you earn. Also, many of us on this webinar, myself included, have earned what we call the Get 4, Pay No More. When you personally enroll 4 people or more that pay their monthly subscription any given month, your next month is free. June was my first free month in the business. Now here I am, a black diamond in the company, the top income earner in North America. I have a business literally that's worth millions of dollars, creates incredible residual income, and I got to tell you, I'm excited about not having to pay $49.95 anymore. That's cool. But that's available to all of us. I'm telling you right now, there's nobody listening to my voice right now that should be paying a monthly fee a couple months from now. Go enroll some people, share the presentation, share the opportunity, get them on one of these webinars, build your team. When you have 4 people since February 1st, 2016 that you personally enrolled that pay their monthly subscription any given month, your next month is free. Think about that. A potential business that's worth millions of dollars that has zero overhead. If I'm a little excited, pardon me, I am. Weekly customer acquisition bonus. Brandon Ivey, who you just heard from, earned one of these a couple weeks ago. It simply means that you can make 2 sales and get 2 customers in one pay period, and you help your 2 new affiliates do a couple simple things. Enroll for Payoneer, that's how they get paid their commissions, and set up their monthly subscription. That's how they pay their monthly subscription until they're earning it for free. Those simple requirements right there, and you earn a share in the weekly customer acquisition bonus pool. Those shares have been averaging between $130 and $150 per week. Last week, it was $140. Janet Laguerre from Canada earned 2 of them because you're not limited to 1. She earned 2 of them. So she made $280 just from the weekly customer acquisition bonus. And by selling 4 systems, she also made another $200. So right there, she made $480. Plus, with 4 sales, she also earned a cycle bonus, which was another $50. So with 4 sales last week, she earned over $500. And you can do the same thing this week, ladies and gentlemen, whether it be 1 customer acquisition bonus or 2. Matt Raden earned 1 this week. There's so many people that earned 1, I don't remember all of them. But here's another deal. We have what's called a customer acquisition plus bonus. When you earn a customer acquisition bonus through the end of June 2016, from May 14th, 2016 through the end of June 2016, when you earn a customer acquisition bonus, you also get thrown in a $300 travel voucher. Good with Sherlock Travel. So Mark Reddick from Mexico was showing you those great deals on Sherlock Travel. Well, how about taking another $300 off? Come on, ladies and gentlemen, you can do this. 2 sales this week. It's going to earn you $100 in Fast Start bonus. It's going to earn you a $130 to $150 weekly customer acquisition bonus. And on top of that, we're going to throw in a $300 travel voucher that you can use towards a trip in Sherlock Travel, which already guarantees you the best price. You are in the right place at the right time. Oh, and if that's not enough, we're going to throw your name in the hat with all the other people that earn a customer acquisition bonus between May 14th, 2016 and the end of July 2016. All the people that earn one are going to be in the pool, and then one name gets drawn, and they get a completely paid-for vacation. We're talking a trip like this to Lake Placid, $1,295 trip, zero, nada, free vacation for you if you're the lucky winner. So I hope you'll take advantage of this great opportunity. All references to income implied or stated through this document and the compensation plan do not guarantee any level of income earnings to any affiliate. Earnings from the Sherlock compensation plan depend solely on web app usage, sales, and each affiliate's skill, ability, and personal obligation. I will tell you this, ladies and gentlemen. I've earned money every single week, and I've got paid every single week. It's never an issue here with Sherlock Nation. We have a very solid financial company. You are in the right place at the right time. I simply ask you at this point in our presentation, are you ready? Oh, we've talked about so many great benefits. We haven't even brought up Sherlock Local. We'll talk about that in training. There are so many great things here at Sherlock Nation. All you have to do is plant your flag in the ground, get committed, get plugged in, and start giving away apps. You got it. Start giving away apps. Everything else will literally take care of itself. Imagine how you'd feel 90 days from now, having laid the foundation for the next 2 to 5 years, becoming a millionaire with Sherlock Nation. I believe there will be thousands of us that become millionaires with Sherlock Nation. Why not you? More life, more time, more money, more freedom. Time to get started is now. Get back with the person who invites you to this webinar. Let them know you want to get started. They will be glad to help you get started at the level you want to get started. If you only want to be a customer, go for it. Why not save money using our free app? If you want to become an affiliate and just advertise another business, do it. If you want to give away the app and make money from that, do it. If you want to do it all, including build a team of people that do all those things, do it. You can do it. I give you permission. Now just get with the person who invites you and make it happen. That concludes our regular presentation. We're now going to shift gears and move into our training segment. And to do that, I want to start out by going to Brandon Ivey, back out in California. And Brandon, I want you to talk a little bit about a marketing system that you've turned a bunch of us on to called Conversion Pros, and tell us some of the success you're having with that incredible system and how they might find out more about that. Brandon?
Well, thank you very much, Chuck. And, when we joined this industry, we really don't necessarily have the skills that you need to build your business. We come from many different backgrounds, but we were never taught business and marketing in school. So I learned the hard way. It took years, and I learned that, I need to make a list of everybody I know and speak to friends and family. Well, eventually that warm market list runs out, and unfortunately I realized that friends and family are not going to make you rich. So I always try to learn, how can I market my business like Fortune 500 companies do? And over the years I've learned several skills, but I came across this system. A good friend of mine showed me that this system teaches you how to use social media to market your business so that you can attract people that you normally would never meet, that you would never know. So now you are dealing with people who are looking for a business opportunity instead of you tracking down and trying to convince people to join your business. So the Conversion Pros is a marketing system that helps you to create capture pages and landing pages, but the real value is in the training that it gives from a 7-figure earner to teach you how to attract new people to your business and put it on what I like to call automated status. So what you want to do to be a part of this, one thing is get $1 for a trial to test it out, and the system will only work if you work it. You got to be willing to learn new skills. So what you want to do is get back to your upline or individual who's showing you this opportunity, see if they're using the system for themselves, and they can show you how that you can get it for yourself as well. And just for results, because I'm not a hype guy, I like to talk about results. So the last 6 people I've enrolled in my Sherlock business came from me using this Conversion Pros marketing system. So with that, back to you, Chuck.
Thank you, Brandon. And why don't you tell us a little bit about the cruise you're going on, buddy?
Oh, yes, we're just a couple of days away. In fact, my wife and I fly out at midnight on Wednesday. We're taking the Sherlock Nation Convention at Sea cruise to Italy out of Venice. Then the cruise leaves on Saturday. We're taking a 7-day cruise to the Greek islands, visiting 4 of the Greek islands. This is one of the most elite cruise trips in the world. It's one of once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. We took a cruise with the company before, which was March of 2015, and we went out of Miami to the Jamaica and the Cayman Islands, and that was a 5-day cruise. And we had a lot of fun on just that 5-day cruise, and this one is a step up with 7 days. This is going to be the furthest away from home I've ever been, so I'm excited about that and the experience and to be able to hang out with the rest of the Sherlock Nation family. So back to you, Chuck.
Thank you very much, Brandon. Really have a great time on that cruise. I wish I could be with you again like I was on the last one, but I've got a wedding this coming weekend, and then the week after that, my wife's got a family reunion. And I go by a philosophy, happy wife, happy life. And so I chose to be here for those 2 weekends, and it turned out to be a good choice on my end. But I really wish I could be with 2 places at once because I know you guys are going to have a great time. All the top leaders in Sherlock Nation sharing the dream, and it's going to be an exciting time. So we'll be praying for you. Have a great time, Brandon, and we'll hold the fort down while you're gone. All right, let's talk about Sherlock Local for a couple minutes. Now, Sherlock Local is being beta tested and it's going to start in Mexico and Costa Rica. Mark Reddick is actually helping Mario Kroon and some of our other leaders down in Mexico and Costa Rica with the beta test. I am starting to form the team here in the United States, and we're just getting ready because it's going to be August before we actually start rolling out Sherlock Local in the United States and Canada and other places. So it'll be August at the earliest. So if you're interested in being a certified rep, that is something different than a Sherlock rep. You have to be a Sherlock rep to be a certified Sherlock Local rep, but it's something different. There's a $99 fee if you want to take the certification training and be one. And you can learn more about that as we go forward, but you need to just let us know you're interested. If you're on Brandon's team, send him an email, let him know you're interested. If you're on my team, send me an email, globalchuck@gmail.com, and let us know you're interested. Let us know the city, and then we'll put you on the waiting list, and we'll let you know about the upcoming interviews and things that are going on for those Sherlock Local representatives. Mark Reddick, I know you're on the line down in Mexico. Don't go into the details of the management structure and all that stuff, but just the functionality of the Sherlock Local itself. Give everybody a little taste of what Sherlock Local is going to be like for the merchants and the consumers using the deals. Can you give us that little high-level overview?
Well, let me try. I think what's exciting for it is this word called an ecosystem, where we're able to take the merchants and the consumers and bridge them together. In the past, the internet wasn't the local man's best friend. Well, Sherlock Local is turning that around, and we're using the internet and its technology to be able to drive traffic right into our local businesses. It's getting a great welcome. People love it. We're, as an example, Sherlock's putting the education, talent, and money up front, investing into their businesses at no cost, and only on the back end do they take a 15% commission. So quite honestly, what business wouldn't want to participate in that type of business model? So it's very exciting. We're all going to do very well. My suggestion is take a hard look at Sherlock Local. It's going to definitely make it so much easier for us to distribute our apps, where everywhere locally we can go out and save some incredible money and meet some great new people. Back to you, Chuck.
Very good, Mark. I appreciate that. Let's shift over to teamofhope.com for just a minute. Let me change your screen here. Teamofhope.com. And I just want to show you, if you go to the blog archive 2016, click on June, you'll see the Pastor's webinar, Pastor Sherlock Testimonies. Right here is the link for the webinar that's going to take place on Wednesday at 5 p.m. Eastern. That's 2 p.m. out in Brandon's time on the West Coast, but 5 p.m. Eastern. This Wednesday and next Wednesday. And then we had one this past Wednesday that's recorded right here. We are getting phenomenal results in the market of pastors and bishops and ministers and missionaries. So I encourage you, get the word out about this webinar. Now, if you scroll down a little bit, you'll see some testimonies of pastors. This one right here is what I was talking about during the presentation. It's up to 6,611 views. Now, Brandon is Mr. Video, but for me, that's a pretty high number of views. I don't think I've ever had one with that many views. So that thing's going crazy. That's awesome. But that's here, and it's in June. It's under Pastors Webinar, Pastor Sherlock Testimonies, and again, that's Sherlock Nation. Now, on Friday, I'm going to be interviewed on a radio station out in Nevada. If you want to tune in for that, you come to this link right here, and I'll have the link that you can download the app of the radio station, and you can listen to that. It'll also be a recording available later. I also did some commercials for a TV station here in St. Louis a couple weeks ago. So once those are public record, I'll make those available to you. You can start to use that. But we're starting to get known and starting to get some traction. And ladies and gentlemen, we are just getting started. I'm going to do some basic training with you now. I want to take you to SherlockNation.com. And I'm going to click on Products. I'm going to go to the Sherlock app itself. shoppingsherlock.com. I'm going to click on Shop Login at the top right. I'm going to put my ID number, my password, same one that I used to get in my accounting back office, but now I'm in the product back office. I'm going to click on Profile up here in the top right. And if I want to do branding, I click on Branding over here. If you don't know what you're doing, you click on Support Videos and it'll teach you how to do branding. Branding, you get your image. You simply choose a file. And you do whatever picture you want. You upload the photo. You size the photo. You got to hit save. If you forget to hit save, it won't take. But if you hit save, it's upgraded. Now you go back to your site. And you'll see over here on the right-hand side, I've just changed that right here, Feature Business. Now I'm going to go back. Again, Profile. Branding. Choose a file. We'll put in iText logo. Oh, update photo. Size my photo. Now this guy's paying me $250. $250 for 90 days on my site. Then we'll hit save. I go back to the site, and you'll see the nice little flag I just turned back into this here. Now this is showing up here, and it's also showing up on my mobile app. And I can change those out anytime I want. Now this down here is instant imprints. This is a coupon. So to do the coupon, similar, I go to Profile, Coupon, choose File. Let's see if I can find Firmus. Can't think of how to spell the guy's ad, so I'll just put her back for now. Instant imprints. Hit upload photo. And that's actually a coupon I did, so I'm not going to save that. So we'll just leave that the way it is. I want that there. So let's go back to coupon. And now in here, you can change and make this whatever you want. So you can change the offer to whatever you want. So just to give you an example, in the special box here, demo on webinar. I come up here, I hit save. Down here, hit save changes. I go back to my site. I come over here. When I click on the instant prints here, by the way, this company is paying me $200 in barter bucks for 90 days, and I'm rotating these ads and more. I'm not limited to 2 businesses, so this is a coupon. And see where I put demo on webinar? Right there. I'm just going to leave that for now. It doesn't really matter, so it's cool. I go back to Profile, go back to my shopping back office, and you'll also notice, I'm going to shift gears on you now. See this Sherlock Loyalty Program? I'm going to click on it. And you ain't seen nothing yet. The Sherlock Loyalty Program is going to go through the roof with our new app and the new Sherlock Local. But now you get 25 points for every new customer that you install. So do your customers. Now this is available in the US and I think maybe the UK. The new loyalty program will expand into more places. But you see, for every 1,000 points, you get a $10 Amazon gift card. So with 2,175 points, I've earned 2 $10 Amazon gift cards already and more on the way. This, again, is available to our customers and us as affiliates and in certain countries, and it will be expanding to more. So that's a little bit about the loyalty program, the featured business, the online coupon. We had Brandon talk about the cruise and conversion pros. I talked about the pastor's webinar. I now want to end up our call with Mark Levesque, and I want to ask Mark to share a leadership nugget with us or something he thinks will help you build your business. So, Mark Levesque, take it away, my friend.
Well, thank you, Chuck. And I was thinking about the comment that I made earlier about the number of millions of millionaires that has been growing over the last couple decades. And it really is growing. Even though it doesn't feel like it in our current economy, we are adding millions of millionaires every year. And currently, according to Quora.com, there's over 15 million millionaires in the world today. And, just back in the 1980s, there were only 3.6 million. So it's been growing dramatically. And so the number of millionaires is growing. And why is that important? It's because we're seeing a shift in wealth. And, one of the things about a leadership nugget or leadership development is to see where the trends are taking us. And that's why I'm part of the Sherlock, is because it puts us out in front of these trends of the transfer of wealth. If you read the book, and I highly recommend it, The Next Millionaires by Paul Zane Pilzer, he's also got a great blog and has some very helpful information on that as well. But he was a millionaire by the age of 25. He's a multimillionaire by the age of 35, and he's been really a teacher on how to get in front of trends. And he's been in front of a number of trends in his career. And so one of the things he talks about is the power of private property ownership, and how really civilization really got started with private property. It was when people stopped being nomadic and going and taking someone else's cattle or wealth and taking it for themselves, but planted down roots in city-states and actually had property and grew crops that they ended up having a surplus. And that surplus from what you need, from your daily needs, the surplus is actually the wealth that you can set aside. And when the agricultural people had enough wealth that they had extra, then someone who's gifted to be a blacksmith could be a blacksmith. Someone who was gifted to be a carpenter could be a carpenter. They didn't all have to be farmers. In parts of the world where they don't feed themselves, almost everybody's a farmer because there's not enough surplus to create an economy. So why am I bringing that up regarding the Sherlock? Because what the Sherlock does is it creates private ownership in the internet space. You see, we're all moving to a new economy, and I know sometimes it seems hard because not everybody sees what's happening right in front of us, but our whole economy, our whole way of living, our whole livelihood, everything is shifting online. And it's been shifting for over a decade now, and it's still only in its infancy, according to Paul Zane Pilzer. So what your web address for your Sherlock, your personal Sherlock address with your 5 or 6 digit code, that is an online piece of property that you can create wealth from. And what does the Sherlock do? The Sherlock is creating an open door for the average person to have online real estate that is income producing. That is a marvelous and remarkable fact that sometimes goes overlooked. But that is the age of the new real estate, is cyber real estate. And the Sherlock is the only place I know where the average person can have an income-producing business with a piece of online cyber real estate that can actually help change their future. And they keep adding new things to it, like the loyalty program and Sherlock Local. All these things are adding to the value of that piece of real estate online. So my advice in this leadership nugget is follow the leadership of Chuck Williams and go online, stake your claim with your Sherlock, and build your user base to your online cyber real estate, your Sherlock address. That's where the millions are going to be made in this transfer of wealth in the future, and the Sherlock's out in front of it right now. So back to you, Chuck.
Thank you, Mark. Great training. I want to wrap up with this slide. It's one of my favorite slides, and basically we have made it through the formulation phase. Now we got a couple months here to finish out, but we're moving into the concentration phase. There's zero doubt in my mind. When we launch Sherlock 2.0, when we launch Sherlock Local, all coming to you in July this year, 2016, you will see the shift into the concentration phase. And you can see in the graph that the concentration phase is when it starts to gain momentum. The massive momentum will be coming in 2017, 2018. That's where we will literally be popping millionaires like popcorn. But in the meantime, now is the best time to join this opportunity. We've made it through the first 4 years of building a foundation, laying a solid global foundation. Product base is built, everything's ready. Now this rocket ship is ready to take off, and you can go for a phenomenal journey to financial freedom. So I want to encourage you. June's just getting started. Mark out June, July, and August. And don't just sit back and relax and say, okay, when everything's ready, I'm jumping in. No. Be like the leaders that you hear on this webinar and go crazy, folks. Go crazy for one summer. Give it all you got. Dedicate some extra time. Dedicate some extra energy. Get plugged in. Check upline. Say, hey, look, I know a lot of people are going to take off for the summer, but not me. I want to work. What can I do to build a foundation so when we do hit the concentration phase, when we do hit the massive growth, the momentum phase, I want to be one of those next millionaires that Mark talked about. What do I need to do? Your upline success coach will help you build a foundation so when this happens, not if, when this happens, you too can rise to the top. So I want to welcome you to Sherlock. For those of you that are paying attention to this training, get plugged in. Give it everything you've got this summer. And this fall, start to reap the harvest. God bless you, and good night.